Alright. We are live. So let's go tell everybody that we are live. And then we can start mapping. And start memeing. Everyone, today we are mapping, memeing, and making money. As we play some Cyclone, Slayer, Necro Summoner, ED Contagion, Trickster, and continue to progress on the Atlas. Ta-da! Live streaming. Wow. Pretty amazing, huh? There we go. I can type. I can spell. Live stream the money make. There we go. Alright. We've now shamelessly plugged ourselves onto the G3 Discord. Okay, what else was I going to do? Something else. Let's go take a look, first off, at our balance sheet. Our balance sheet looks like, for our second round of banking, we are at, it looks like 169 exalts. There we go. I'll share this here. There we go. So that way you all can see what I'm seeing. There we go. And what do we see here? We're at 169 exalted. Haha, nice. 487 chaos. And it looks like for our deposit totals so far, we've had a whole bunch of carryovers. We had 8 carryovers from the first banking run, and then what is that? 28 additional people who are, or 28 additional deposits. For a total of 31 different depositors, minus 2, 29 different depositors so far is what we're sitting on. Who is this line? There's a line here that's missing. That's creepy. Who's missing a line? Chill Sidestep. Who is this? Who deposited 40x? Who done this, and what's their Discord name? Can you fill that in on line 33, column B? Thanks. Otherwise, we don't know whose money that is. And then anybody can just come along with that same name and say, hey, I'm so-and-so. Give me that currency. It's my currency, and I need it now. All right, let's go on over to trade. And let's do a couple of things. Let's check up on the Exalt market right now and see what that's trading at. 147 is what that looks like. 147 to 150. 150 is at the top. Yeah, that's a price fixer. So probably like 145 to 147 is probably what you're looking at for Exalteds. Okay, so that's decent. And now let's go take a look at POE Ninja. Go take a look at the economy. We are holding a mirror. Welcome to the channel, by the way, for those of you who are watching on live stream. Hi, Mom. I'm on TV. This is what our guild bank looks like right now. We're sitting on 40x. And then we also have a mirror that we're going to let appreciate in value. We bought this, I want to say it was like, what, 124, I think is what we bought it at, 123. So we should probably set this to like 150. See if we get any hits. We've already had some people try to scam us, so be aware. We did have a couple of people try to scam us. One guy tried to message us and trade us a corrupted headhunter that had increased discipline effect. for the mirror, which while mirrors are continually appreciating, they are not appreciating at the same rate as mirrors are. So right now, I want to say they're at 75. Yeah, they're at 76. Badge of the Brotherhood. Look at that. Oh boy, it's up to 7x, 6x. Pretty nice. Look at that. I mean, that if there's ever been an item that was just built for an ascendancy, that's it, right? Yeah. Okay, so other things that we could look for, that we could invest in. We couldn't get into the Queen Sacrifice. That's a dangerous market. I always try to tell people that is a very dangerous market. I can't believe that, by the way, that ancient orbs are still on the rise. They're still on the rise. They're at 38 right now. I think 45 or 50 is like the highest I've ever remember seeing them at. Maybe they go higher than that, but that's at least for me, that's what I remember at. Look at Orbs of Annulment. Man, they are just sitting right there at 7. That is amazing. Stacked decks are sitting at 3, but maybe they're moving up a little bit. Awakener's Orbs, of course, were on the rise because of all of the shenanigans going on, and now they're no longer on the rise. Wow, look at Cheula, man. Cheula's on the dip. Oof. Kim Parkinen, what's up, Kim? I just did my first deposit to the hedge fund yesterday. How does it work if I want to add to it? Just message an officer on Discord whenever I want to do that? Yep. And every time you deposit, we're going to make you deposit. Our requirements for the second run of the hedge fund are that minimum deposits must be 100 chaos or 1 exalted. Like, that's the minimum. So you can go above that, but that's the minimum. Kim says, I've been really wanting to try this out ever since I saw your first video about the hedge fund either 2 leagues ago or last league, so I'm quite excited. Yeah, man, it's quite fun. Gent says, dropped my first headhunter today, 2+ years of playing, and it's my first one. Hey, congratulations, Gent. That's great news. I'm very excited for you. Now the trick, Gent, is you've got to go figure out what build you want to use the headhunter on. Lots of different things that you could do, but you got to figure out which one you want. This guy wants to buy this for 125, but I doubt he's legit, and I think we're just going to hold it. We've got plenty of exalted if we want to flip other things in. Hello, Guildies. Yeah, I guess my buddy's not, my support guy is not coming. Yeah, he's AFK. Brian said, yeah, I picked up 2 Ancient Orbs yesterday for 40, then I took a moment to think and realized it definitely was going to drop or at least plateau, so I converted them back. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it could still go up. Like, we don't have tons of videos out yet of a bunch of people chancing headhunters using Ancient Orbs. It could go up. It just depends what your fun gamble is that you want to gamble away. There's this thing that's just sitting here. This is pretty decent. Tier 2 cold, Tier 2 life, Tier 1 lightning. We just randomly hit that the other day, so that was kind of nice. So that's sitting in there for selling. What's up, Deadomancer? You are watching me. Hello, who is that? Deadomancer? Yeah, I have new glasses so I can read, I promise. Hello, Deadomancer. I can see you. Can you see me? Alright, so right now we've got, what is this? This is a level 72 Blue Eyes White Dragon. That's right, the very famous Yu-Gi-Oh card. Embodied in Rayclast. Yugi, trust in the heart of the Cyclone. So this was a guy who I leveled up to, basically up to maps using a combination of Cyclone and Flicker Strike. And right now, we're just running some strand maps just for fun, just to get him some more XP. And then we're going to continually, hopefully, progress my Watchstones. If I ever have maps that are available to progress my Watchstones, I'm trying to do the Atlas as much as possible without making map trades this league. And so far, it's gone pretty well. Raiden says, is there any benefit to depositing during the fund versus at the end? There's 0 benefits. 0 benefits. 0 benefits whatsoever. The Guild Hedge Fund always guarantees that we will get you 10% of your currency back. But there are times where players get less currency than others. So let's say we make 50% of our investments back, right? And we split that with investors. So investors should be due for 25% back. Some players, like if they deposited really late, then they're just going to get their minimum 10% back. Whereas other players who invested earlier might get a little bit more than that. So you never know. You never know how trading goes. But when we feel like somebody's trying to game the system, then we try to root that out. Sometimes some players, when they try to game the system, like there's a couple of guildmates and guild members who have attempted to make deposits, and then right after they make deposits, like within 24 hours, they're like, hey, I need all that currency back. I need to go buy something. And that's fine. You can do that. We'll give you all your currency back, but we're not going to give you a return on your investment, because a lot of the time we tie your currency up into big-time trades like Mirza Calandra or other things, or a big series of trades where we're trying to control an entire item of a market, or try to control an entire market of an item. So if we're doing that, like, currency gets tied up. So it's really, really tough to give that currency back to people right away. So generally the rules and the wisdom for that are just don't ask for a withdrawal on your currency within 24 hours. And if you do, certainly don't expect any return back. And typically I tell people that when they say, hey, I need to make a withdrawal because I find an item early, or I need my currency back. That's totally fine. We'll get you your currency back. It's just don't expect a big return. Because we're not... I just told this actually to our guild officers earlier today. We are not an ATM. Like, you can't just come up to a guild officer and be like, hey, I need some money out now. Hey, can I put my money back in? Like, this is meant to be an investment where you lay aside a certain amount of money. We're sure that we can flip it over a definite period of time and make you at least 10% back, if not more. So... and oftentimes it's more than 10%, but we don't like to quote people as anything higher than that because that's what we can guarantee. So, in this market, I've actually been watching a couple of different content creators this particular league, and a couple of different folks who all watch the economy together, either in a more dedicated way than I do, or at least as dedicated as I do. They're all saying the same thing. This is a very, very weird trade league economy. This is very, very strange, this league. It's not good, it's not bad, it's just different from what it usually is. It makes it quite strange. Okay, let's get some currency on here. Can I do this one? No, I can't. Want a map? I also need to go out and buy a lion's roar, so I need to get some currency for that. I'll need to actually go through some of my dump tabs, my millions of dump tabs. Alright, did we kill everything? We did. Huzzah. Why can't I need more int? Ugh! I'm gonna have to go out and get another int. So let's go grab that one, yeah? Let's lose 5% here. Go grab some int there. There we go. Alright. Why are annuls so cheap? Yeah, annuls are just sitting at 7. Hello, and what is up, Livio? Rich Cats. Livio says Cyclone is more Beyblade than Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Raiden says, how do you feel about withdrawing Chaos to buy an X and then redepositing that? How do I feel about it? I don't feel good about it. We're not an ATM. See, when a player comes to us and says, hey, we need to make a withdrawal, it means that a guild officer has to stop doing whatever it is that they were doing in order to take somebody's deposit. So... Is it really that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things? No, but when you've got a guild of 160 plus people and you've got over 100 people that have registered for the bank, some who are guildies, some who are not. Like, if they're guildies, you can always just tell them to drop in the guild officer stash and send a PM on Discord, and then they'll get to it when they get to it. But if it's not a guildie, then they don't have access to the guild stash, so they have to make a manual trade with somebody. So it just gets annoying. It gets really annoying for guild officers who are in the middle of, let's say, farming the lab, who are in the middle of mapping, who are in the middle of a blight map, who are in the midst of doing other trades. So it can just get annoying for guild officers if they're constantly having to bounce back and forth between multiple things. It can get annoying. Good question though. Micah says, investments work that way. Anyway, if you withdraw your money without waiting at all, you won't gain any interest. Yeah, exactly. Like that's why we try to call it an investment, a hedge fund. Like, I think I just probably need to use that language all the time rather than say bank, because people get the impression that they can just go to their bank and my money is here, so let me withdraw my money. Like, we are not stash tabs. Like, that's not what we are as a guild bank, as a guild hedge fund. That's not how we want to operate. We want to operate by taking in currency that we know we can invest in trades that are going to make our guildies money, and then we want to make our guildies money. That's what we want to do. So it makes it tough when people are constantly needing their currency back, because if people need their currency back and they need it back with some regularity, like it really hampers what you can do as a trader. Like, for instance, if we have 100 exalts, right? Let's say it's 100 exalts for a Mirror of Calandra, and we have 100 exalts. And then somebody comes to you and says, hey, I need my 10 exalt deposit back. You then have to try to sell that Mirror of Calandra like as soon as you can to get that person their currency back. Which may mean that the Mirror of Calandra that you purchased for 100 exalts, you only sell it for like 101 or maybe even just 100. So maybe you didn't make any money. So that whole time that you were trading, that was all wasted. That whole time you were trading with the player and logging their deposit, that was all wasted. Your whole time trading and buying the big investment item that you bought was wasted. Your time selling that item, that big ticket item, is now wasted because you didn't make any currency, any profit off of it, just sitting in your stash. So the whole thing is just, yeah, it can get up in the air a bit. Raiden says, I know that by depositing chaos at the end of the day, if I had the minimum deposit, I wound up losing chaos versus the price of an X at the 10% return. Yeah, we tell people right then at the very beginning, of our spreadsheet. We say it, where is it? We say it right here. Minimum deposits must be 100 exalts. Remember that you will get the same type of currency that you put in. Consider exactly the currency type you want to deposit, because exalts appreciate much better than chaos. Like, we say that right there on the get-go. So it really just depends on each person what they want to get back. But certainly some players are a little bit more patient with their deposits. Other players are less patient with their deposits. Drops a unique item. That could have been a headhunter. Oh well. Oh! That hurt. Ouch. Well, I didn't like that metamorph anyway. He was a butt face. Alright, let's come grab some more maps. What do we got? Wharf maps. These are what, tier 4s? Ew. Let's go back to tier 3s. Maybe even tier 2s. Fungal Hollow, maybe? Glacier map? Should we do glacier maps? Even Strand map was kind of scary there. There's the Peninsula map. Peninsula's kind of obnoxious. Let's do some glacier farming, eh? What am I, a stinking Canadian? Let's do some glacier maps, eh? Let's throw it back a bit. Leaf Bright says you should have a fee if people want their money back. I mean, that's one thing that we could do. I want to encourage people to participate in guild activities. I don't want to have like discouragements for people. I want to say typically each guild run, each bank run, out of the 80 to usually 60 to 80 people who usually participate in each run, I want to say maybe we have 1 to 2 people each run who do that. So yeah, it's not a significant percentage, but it's certainly numerically, the percentage has remained the same, but numerically it's gone up because our guild has grown and the community's grown and more people want in on the activities that we're doing. So I could see the benefits of implementing like some kind of penalty if you withdraw early. But then I also feel like we might actually have more people who want to withdraw early and just accept the penalty, right? And again, that's a bit of a hassle. Like, I'd rather just people don't withdraw, right? So we could add some kind of disincentivizer, but I don't know. I'll have to think more about it. What I don't want ever is anybody coming away from a guild experience with their guildies in PoE, which PoE already has a pretty bad reputation for guild activities just because we're pretty limited in-game to what we can do as guilds. Like, there's not guild raids, there's not guild PvP, right? It's not an MMORPG, this is an action RPG. So, you know, I already feel a little bit bad about just people who have bad guild experiences in general in PoE. Like, one guy today literally dropped me a message on YouTube and said, "Oh, I didn't even know there were guilds on PoE." And he said that unironically. Like, I think I'm hopping around here actually looking for... Yeah, I was actually looking for the Legion. I'm like, where's the Legion? I'm so used to seeing a Legion when I come onto this map. Where's the Legion encounter? I'm here. Where's the Legion encounter? Okay, Rectar, get wrecked. Oh, look at that. You can pick that up, Phoenix. That is all you. Whew. What's up, Charles? Welcome to the stream. Alright, let's get the next map and go. Raiden says, I didn't have enough chaos at one time to buy an X. The only way to do that would be to do a deposit, to deposit nothing or withdraw and redeposit. Yeah. No, that's a good question. I see. I'm just opposed to letting people withdraw to redeposit. Like, if you've got a big problem with it and you've already put money into the guild hedge fund, just send me a PM on Discord and we can work it out. Like, I have let people do that in the past, to where it's like, okay, well, the guild was going to buy some chaos anyway, so we'll just buy your chaos at a ratio. But, you know, I really do have a problem with folks thinking, and so, you know, feel free to push back on this, chat. Like, maybe I need to expand my mind and learn a little bit. But I have a problem with people thinking, hey, on Monday I deposited my chaos and it wasn't enough for an exalt. But now that it's Wednesday, I've farmed enough that chaos can be an exalt. So can I withdraw that and then redeposit it as an exalt? That's just, if we let people do that rampantly, that's, again, it's encouraging people to treat this like it's an ATM, not like it's currency that's getting tied up in trades. Not like it's real-time currency that literally, as soon as people give us currency, a lot of the time our guild officers or myself are looking at trades and then going, how can we actively put this money to work rather than just letting it sit in the stash? Sitting in the stash doesn't make us any money. It doesn't make you any money. So the whole point of putting currency together as a guild is so that way we can grab bigger and more expensive items and then put those items to work for us in the market as they appreciate in value. So if they're not appreciating in value, it's the equivalent of putting your money, instead of in a bank or in an investment firm, etc. It's the equivalent of putting your real world money. Wow, say that 10 times fast. Putting your real world money underneath your pillow at night, rather than actually making your money work for you by investing it in a company or investing it in a bank or investing it in a long-term loan, or right. It's just, you end up losing money rather than making money. So that's not what we want to do. We've made a promise to everybody who's deposited money with us that we're going to make them at least 10% back. So we want to be investing that as soon as we can. So that's why we're so averse to that. Okay, let's grab Volpact. Let's see what Volpact feels like now. Charles says, I bought an entire Adziri's Reflection plus 6 link suit worth about 30x last night and resold it this morning. Why did you resell it? And why did you buy it? Was that just an investment? You were just buying it to hold your currency to hopefully that the prices would go up? I mean, that's fair if that's what you did. just can't quite tell from your comment exactly what you were trying to do there. Or maybe you bought an entire set of Adziri stuff and were like, yeah, I'm going to play an Adziri's base character, and then you were just like, oh, bummer, I don't want to play this. That'd be a bummer. Is my... yeah, my Ice Golem's actually up. Look at me just critting and impaling. It's great. Hey guys, melee sucks. Don't play melee. Melee's terrible. Melee's absolute garbage. Don't play melee. Melee's dead this league. Go play a summoner or a bow character. Let me and other melee players play with some cheap items for a league. Yeah, I keep coming into Glaciers and I keep looking for the Legion encounter. I'm like, wait a minute, where did Legion go? It should be around here somewhere. Where's the Legion? Where's the General? Oh, is there going to be a rare here? Or is this just the boss? What? There we go. Man, that was a delay. That was a long delay. Jinkies. Alright, Rektar. There we go. Speaking of getting wrecked. Looks like we wrecked Rektar. Alright, what do we got here? Currency, currency. Not enough. Not enough for an actual body part. Uh-oh, is he gonna hurt? Yeah, he's gonna hurt. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Where'd you go? Where'd he go? Is he dead? He's not dead yet. Is he dead? Yeah, he's dead. Okay. Whew! Close one. Livio says, yeah, there will always be a risk that G3 will quit the guild and run away with all the exalts to the Karui Shores. Yes! Yes, there's always that risk. Micah says, the way I see it, the whole thing is passive money generation for the non-banker participants. If you think you can make more money efficiently than the bank, then don't deposit. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I completely agree. The entire purpose of the guild bank is if you don't want to spend time flipping your currency, making it work for you, if it's just going to sit in your stash, you might as well let it sit in a banker stash who can use it for bigger trades and then give you a percentage of the returns back. That's the theory. So I don't think in any video on any like Discord post, I don't think I've ever said to anybody that we make people the most money out there. Some very angry people have commented before on our videos like, oh, Iron, you suck at this money-making thing for your guild. You could make a whole bunch more money for your guildies. Yes, we could. But we're not here to make the most amount of money. Like, some people will even go so far as to make very specific strategies well known. It's like, oh, if you just would have done this one thing at this one point in the league, you would have brought in 200% income for your guildies. Okay, that's great. And if we would have tried that and it wouldn't have worked, maybe we would have lost everybody's funds. So we go with some pretty tried and true methods for making guild banks and money. Yeah, thanks, Phoenix. Yeah, why are you running maps? You're supposed to be making money flipping. Yeah, we are. Don't worry. Most of it's already turned into a mirror, so don't worry. We'll make some trades here in a bit. If we've got multiple guild officers online who all spot a trade that's pretty profitable at the same time, we can get them some currency and then we can all just attack the market at the same time. That way you're not competing with other competing funds. You're all messaging the same people and they hopefully get it to one of you guys. That's a good strategy when you're trying to buy up a market. Vixel says, I'm currently playing Blade Flurry Gladiator. That sounds good. At some point I need to do Uber Lab. At some point. Not enough, so go for currency. Any other currency? Div cards? Yeah, let's do it. Kim says, I've played Melee all this league. Feels bad, man. Dead skills. Feels bad. Yeah. Yeah, look at this. Look at how terrible this build is. It's terrible. I mean, granted, this is a tier 2 map, right? So you really shouldn't be using this map as your guideline for like what feels terrible and what isn't, but... There's plenty of builds that actually can't do tier 2 maps, so... Raiden says, I am a slow player. I just thought it was the best way to contribute to the guild's currency along the way versus waiting till the end. Doesn't matter much, but it does mean I'll be a bit stingier this time. That's totally fine, Raiden. It's totally fine. That one of the reasons why we do that is so that way we have to take like less... One of the goals of actually upping the minimum deposit amount is so that way we actually we have less time of taking in smaller amounts of currency, and then we have more time taking in larger amounts of currency that we can then work with. So that's the goal there. So if some players feel like, hey, that amount of currency is actually too much, like I don't want to deposit that amount of currency, that's totally fine. The guild fund is actually doing its job then, like, because there are certain sets of or certain numbers that we just don't want to deal with. For the amount of currency that there is. So for instance, when you walk into your bank and you give them 10 cents, like if you just keep going into your bank and keep giving them 10 cents, they're not going to be happy with you, right? They would much rather you come in for everybody's sake, even your own time's sake, and simply give them, $1 instead of 10 deposits of 10 cents, right? Okay, we've got 44x, so let's do another run of maps, and then we'll start flipping something. What should we do here? What map should we do? What map should we die on? We've got a lot of plazas. Let's go do some plaza maps. Let's go get to, like, what, level 80-ish? We'll see. Let's do these maps, and then we'll go Uber. We'll see what that's like. Morton says, what build are you running at the moment? Really want to get back into Melee again? I am running a Slayer Cycloner or Flicker Striker. I can set it up either way. And so that's the options, either Slayer or Cyclone. And if you want to level with Flicker Strike, I'm sorry, either Slayer or Cyclone, is that what I said? Going Slayer and then either Flicker Strike or Cyclone. And then if you want to level with Flicker, we actually had the highlighted build of the week, as it were. Our featured build of the week was actually Holly Phantom's Slayer that shows you how to level with Flicker Strike, which is quite nice because a lot of players don't want to level with a skill other than their endgame skill, right? Like a lot of the time it's kind of annoying if you have to level with a skill other than your endgame skill because you kind of want to get a feel for what that endgame skill is going to be like before you spend X amount of hours leveling your character up. So it's really, really well-written guide, really well presented, lots of information that makes it very easy to follow exactly what uniques you need. It's cheap. It's incredibly cheap to gear as you are leveling, which is quite nice. Yeah, I think it's one of the better written guides on the entirety of the forums. So there's obviously a lot of different ways that you can build Flicker Strike in the endgame version. Most players use, or at least one of the most common ways, maybe not most players, but one of the more common ways to play Flicker Strike is using Red Trail and the Golden Rule, which is a setup that I may use at some point. I've got my Golden Rule and my Red Trail, but I don't have my God Pantheon power that gives me unaffected by poison yet. So it would hurt just a little bit if I reflect a whole bunch of poisons at myself. Whoops. But that is the build. We're using Herald of Purity, Herald of Ash. Right now we're using 2 On's Mites and 1 Pacifism Jewel, so that way we have no Frenzy charges because they read plus 50% to Global Critical Strike Multiplier while you have no Frenzy charges. So our Global Crit Multiplier from dual wielding these bad boys adds 100% crit multi, which is nice. And then other than that, we're using Impale because Impale is such a broken mechanic. Grinding Gear Games had to design an entirely new defensive stat to deal with it because armor is so bad. So I'm a big fan of Impale, at least where it's at now. Where it used to be, no. but where it's at now is pretty good. Oh, can we get her? Oh, we couldn't get her. Bummer. Couldn't get her before she teleported us. What did she drop? She dropped a portal scroll. Oh boy. Oh boy! A useless portal scroll! That's only one currency, but okay. One currency part. That's a bummer. I need to pick up a Lion's Roar, and we need to get our Uber Ascendancy. Those are things on the to-do list. Look at those Herald of Purity boys. Just going after him. Livio says, just to know, have you tried crafting to flipping currency, or is it just too much time per flip to do so? Not exactly sure. Oh, you're referencing somebody else. Okay, you're referencing somebody else there. I'm sorry, Livio. I read that and was like, what? Yes, we flip currency. That was the short answer on that. It's like, yes, of course we flip currency. It's pretty great. Hey, Michael Average. Welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. If this is your first time here, welcome. We will try to disappoint you in all sorts of exciting and spectacular ways today. We like to flip. What else do we like to do around here? We like to flip currency. We like to farm builds that are fun to play. We like to have a lot of discussions on game mechanics, on the economics of PoE. What else do we like to do around here? We like to talk about banking together, how our guild banks. We also enjoy some memes. Today we are playing a Cyclone Slayer. And I may play some ED Contagion. I might switch over to that guy. He's only like level 84 or something, so I need to level him up at some point. I need to get all of these guys to level 90, and then we'll go from there. And we'll see what combo of builds are like the best for killing killing the Awakener. Which, for those of you who have killed the Awakener, no spoilers. No spoilers. I haven't fought him yet. I want to try to experience the fight and experience all of the frustration that everyone else has experienced. I want that. That's what I want. I want to experience that frustration and have it be pure, unbridled, unspoiled frustration. Or maybe it'll just be joy. Maybe I'll enjoy the fight, right? Is that possible? Is it possible that maybe I'll enjoy something that other people don't enjoy? Tune in next time. So once we get this guy to a respectable level here with some low-tier maps, we should be able to push into yellows and start finishing off our Atlas. We're already at 11, I think, Watchstones. It's either at 11 or 12. I know I still have a whole bunch more to do. And I've yet to fight Cirrus, so... I know I'm getting close, though. I think it's at 12 that he spawns, right? The first time? Is it 12 or 16? I'm getting close. I'm over the halfway line to getting to him, in terms of number of Watchstones. Alright, here's the boss. There's still more than 50, but they're all way back there. So that's totally fine. Hey, look, we actually got her this time. Woo! Where's Tane? There he is. Let's create our portal. And what do we got? We got any currency? Currency and unique items? Blech. If it's not a headhunter, then, you know, what's even the point, right? What's the point in dropping unique items that aren't headhunter? Come on. Whoa! I guess that metamorph doesn't like me very much. Jeez. Well, that's fine. The feeling's mutual. Let's get in there and help Phoenix. He's running around my poor support. It's like, no, please! Leave me alone! Oh, goodness! What is that? Cannot be fully slowed. Resists. Gains endurance charges. Oh, my goodness! Is he regenning, too? I'm gonna lose a whole level here just fighting this guy, right? Oh my goodness! He's got a ground slam move. Yeah, look at his life. Look at his life. It's chaos. It's chaos, degen. That's what that is. Okay, don't stand on the caustic ground. Whoa! Don't stand on the caustic ground. No, he regenerates. We done. We done here. Oh, that's great. That guy was my favorite. Does this have reflect on it? I'm gonna get really upset if this has reflect on it. La Murray says if you're looking for frustration, you will get a lot of it with the Awakener. Okay. Does this have... Yep, this has reflect on it. Okay, let's see if I just explode instantly. Nope. Nope. Because I'm a Slayer. Ta-da! It's a good thing I have CI. Yeah. Amen. That's funny. That's pretty funny. No, we just rip the map at that point, or we swap characters. I don't want to swap characters right now, though. I want to keep playing this Slayer guy. Let's get him some levels. Now let's go rock the Uber Lab. Does Uber Lab really make that big a difference on Slayer? Does it really make that big a difference with the leech not stopping? Does it really feel that much better? With the overleech, this is the ascendancy that I'm going to get next. Brutal Fervor. Does it really feel that great? You guys will have to let me know. Slayer is actually a class that I've never played before. Played a whole bunch of champions and gladiators back when Block was insane. But never played a Slayer before. I just don't like the way their defenses are set up. I don't like their mitigation. Or rather, their lack of it. Luis says, hey dude, I really enjoy your videos. Well, good. I'm glad, Luis. Albiza says, what would be better, Slayer or Champion for a Cyclone? Blade Flurry? I think for Blade Flurry, I think Champion is the way to go. That's my opinion. I don't have a Slayer built yet, and so one of my goals for 2019 was to have one of every Ascendancy at least level 80 in Standard, so that way I can always go back in and just mess around with whatever build I want to mess around with. And we're nearly there, so Slayer was one of the last ones that I didn't have, so once I have that, that's done. So that's why I'm going with the Slayer Flicker Strike, Slayer Cyclone guy. But I think just having Fortify, but also having Taunt, having Intimidate, as well as potentially having Adrenaline, and then another option, of course, if you're going the Impale route for Blade Flurry or for any skill, just have Master of Metals. Like 2 additional stacks of Impale. It's really good on Champion. So I think Blade Flurry Champion is might actually be another build that I try to build this league. This league's really good. I'm having a good time with it, and so I would not be surprised if I built another 3 or 4 characters. Because right now I've got, what, 2 over 80? And this guy's hopefully going to hit 80 today. Depending on how many times we die. What is that? Ooh, a life flask. That's good. Let's take it. Make it mine. My life flask is terrible. It's got 1,200 life, but I only have 2,800, right? So, 3,100 life. I have way too little amount of life. Also, I should be using a Vol Ancestral War Chief. How silly of me just to be using a regular one, right? It's kind of lame. Man, that guy doesn't want to die. But I figured there was no time better than Metamorph League to actually have a Slayer because of the 20% Cull. I was debating putting Cull on Weapon Swap for my Necromancer, and I may still do that, but I think that was opening weekend, actually, during one of our opening weekend streams, that I was like, hey, if bosses are going to be the meta this league, and every boss has just got millions of HP, then isn't it pretty logical to say if you can get a better percentage culling strike that would be good? Like that seems like that would be a good thing, like a really good thing. So that's what we're aiming for today. Get this Slayer boy going. Let's see what he does with a breach. One of my favorite builds to watch. I may at some point feature it in this build of the week episodes that we're doing. But one of my favorite builds to ever watch was actually a cold Cyclone build. And it was just like as soon as you touched anything, it just froze, and then you stacked up the Herald of Ice explosions. But now I bet those could get really, really crazy with... oh, look, was that Esh? Was that Esh? No, that was me. I bet those explosions could get really crazy, especially with the chess pieces now that you can craft killed enemies explode. That's a pretty good mod on your chess piece. I think it's 3% of their life is physical. So you do that in conjunction with your Herald of Ice. That is a lot of explodies. That would be quite the nice build. Something about Herald of Ice, though. There's something about that particular skill. I enjoy Herald of Ash as well. Herald of Thunder, less so. Are you going to switch to Flicker? Not at the moment, Phoenix. Not at the moment. Oh, weapons? Ooh. Itemized Prophecies. Let's try that one. Let's see what this guy drops us. What does he do? Allies deal extra physical? Well, kill the allies. Whoa! Hey now, buddy. Hey now. Get to 20%. There we go. What did he drop? Golden Touch? Is that even good? Transmute and you get extra items? Okay. I guess that's okay. If this was solo self-found, I guess that would be much better. Holo says, is Slayer all about doing physical damage? You can do pretty much anything with Slayer. I mean, you can do elemental damage, you can do stack a whole bunch of additional chaos damage. It doesn't have to be physical. But if you're doing Impale, Impale's all about stacking physical. So you guys think Overleech feels good, huh? Okay. I mean, if you've only got 3.1k HP, Overleech doesn't feel overpowered. The Overleech is really good for survivability. You will definitely notice a difference. Yeah. Jekyll, the Exalt prices jumped up last night. We actually were, in Guild, we're chatting about that last night as it was happening. They went up from like 136 to, I actually, by the end of the night, had a couple of pings at 150. So, it's kind of interesting how quickly that went up. I think it has to do with the way how people were figuring out the market and figuring out a couple of different unintended crafts. Yeah, a couple of unintended craft modifiers that were being rolled. So, the long story short is a whole bunch of manipulation was going on the market. And that's one of the reasons why the prices went up. Prices most likely will stay up unless there is a big ban wave. When there are big ban waves of bots or players who are using RMT, then currency tends to drop back down and come down to earth a little bit because there's a whole lot of currency that leaves the league. So, we will see if that happens. Or rather, when that happens. Why am I not regenning any life? You guys see this? Why am I just at permanently 2400 life? This is a visual bug, right? You guys see this? I'm just permanently at 2400 now? Okay. I mean, I'll take it. My life's not going down at all, right? It's better than my life going down. That's got to be a visual bug. I could be at 0 life right now. This all could just be a desync. This is one massive desync session. I'm not actually alive right now. I'm in town. Ness is asking me if I want to buy any Scrolls of Wisdom. That's actually what's happening right now. This is what Dominus was referring to when he said the world is an illusion. It is an illusion. Just one massive desync. Alright, where's the boss? Get him to 20% and call. There we go. Okay. Bossy boss. Where'd you go? It is making me nervous seeing my life at that HP, like out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, oh, I'm dying. I need to pop flasks. I need to leech off something. What's going on? Something's definitely happening. Didn't I kill these guys? I gotta be lagging or something, right? Now I'm at 2239. It's slowly going down. Oh boy. Okay. Where's Tane? Oh, he's not here, so there's more guys to fight. Okay, put this over here. Alright, what do we got? Junk? Rare armor? Yeah, this is all junk. No, look at the mods. Look at the mods on the map. Like, there's virtually no mods on this map. Just ridiculous. Uh-oh. Where'd my support go? My support go boom boom. No! My friend! Is he still regenning? Oh my goodness, he is. I need to bring Frostbomb with us. But oh no! There's a whole bunch of dudes. Oh no! I need Fortify. Woo! Where is he? He's still at what, 50%? Oh my gosh. This is just silly. I have 0 flasks. Houston, we have a problem. Oh boy. That was a ginormous waste of time. We got 2 her masks out of it. Oh boy. Oh boy, Mickey! Let's kill some metamorphs! Okay, let's finish this level and go kill Azaro. Let's do that. Where are my dump tabs? Behold, my dump tabs and all the things I do not care about. I mean, I'll care about them someday. I just don't care about them right now. I'll sort them at some point. But not today. Are influenced exalts better to hold, to let them appreciate in value, or to convert them into normal exalts? Okay. That's an excellent question. I've been debating doing a video discussion on this because it is such an excellent question. The very, very long answer that I've been able to come up with so far is I don't know. So, because the way how the market is working right now, a lot of things have happened and have changed with crafting and Awakener orbs over the last 24 hours to really mess with the prices. So I can't look at any of the prices on any of the new Exalted orbs and say this is a legitimate price and this is where it's going to stay at. It could go up because maybe people are figuring out, hey, these are really, really good to craft with. We ought to craft with them. Meaning their demand is going to go up and their value is going to go up. It could mean the opposite, though. It could mean that because people have been crafting with them and maybe have been crafting with them using means that are not necessarily on the up and up, it could mean that some of those crafts are no longer going to be available or won't be as easy to obtain. It could mean that people figure out another way to do the same crafts that are driving the price up, but figure out how to do the same crafts cheaper. Which, if that becomes public knowledge, then that would drive the prices down. So, that's the long answer. The short answer is, that's the short answer. And then the even longer answer is, hey, Eternal orbs at one point dropped, and were very prevalent, and were available for players to have. And then they no longer were going to stick around in the game, and therefore anybody who had them became very, very wealthy in Standard, as well as in League, towards the end of the League. So it could be that these new orbs get changed or altered in some way, but these new orbs are a part of the expansion, not a part of the League, meaning they're going to be around for this upcoming year, but exactly how they're implemented or what changes get made to them after Metamorph League, we don't know. Those of you who were not around for for the last major expansion, there have been major changes in expansions. PoE is known to go back in and say, or Grinding Gear Games is known to change PoE expansions and say, okay, this thing was too good, so we're going to adjust this. This thing was too bad, so we're going to up this. That has happened before with major expansions. It wasn't on the first day of the new expansion when Elder came out and when Shaper was around that people figured out the Uber Elder fight, or even Uber Elder rings, right? Like, that took a while to figure out. So as people figure those things out, GGG makes decisions to either nerf or buff, right? So at this point, I would say it's still a risky market, and I am not putting any of the guild's funds into it because it's too big of a risk to me. If we put in a whole bunch of currency into these orbs and then all of a sudden they drop in value, it's too big of a risk. Exalteds and Mirrors, we know, are always going to hold value, and they're always going to go up in comparison with their price in relationship to standard. So you can always invest in those. A couple other things that you can always invest in and pretty much know they're going to go up. Like level 23 gems, or I'm sorry, level 21 gems with 23 quality. You can pretty much always invest in those. Those are always going to go up. So that's my thought process. Doesn't mean I'm right. In fact, it most likely means I'm wrong. Could we get this to be an amazing one? We could get it to be 25% chance for an extra reward versus just give me the currency now. Yeah, just give me the currency now. We'll just do that. Just give us the currency now. Let's play for fun right now. We're just playing for fun. Right? Dude, we're just playing for fun. No caustic grounds. I don't have like any chaos resist right now, except for my Edziri's Promise. I don't even have my Lion's Roar yet. I need to buy that at some point. Get him to 20%. Yay! Alright, now let's go take on Azaro, right? You guys want to watch how bad I am at farming the Labyrinth? See how slow I can run the lab? I'm a big believer in staying alive in the Labyrinth. To quote Obi-Wan Kenobi, patience, Anakin. That is my belief in the Labyrinth. Play patient. Ancient orbs will always go up, says Chris. There's some truth to that. They've gone up recently because a couple of top-end content creators have made some videos featuring them. But they don't always go up. There is a price point. There is a price point at which they're no longer valuable. Okay, where else do we want to go? We wanted to go here for Impale, right? 2 more Impale effects. And then this one is a whole bunch of... Yeah, this one we want. Let's lose some life. Because, I mean, who needs life, right? I don't. Swift Skewering. Yeah, attack speed, increase physical. More chance to impale, and enemies you impale have 10% to total physical damage reduction against impale hits. Which is the wordiest stat line of all time. What is our crit chance, by the way? Crit chance is 18%, and crit multi is 342. Chris Carlson says, Ancient Orbs are currently 41C. Yeah, they don't always go up. The highest I think that I've ever seen Ancient Orbs is like 45 to 50C. They don't always go up. There is a price point at which they stop. Right now in Standard, comparing things to Standard is a really, really good way to know what the price of things will eventually rest at. Because there's just a whole bunch more currency in Standard than there is in a League. Right? So... we've got a whole video on this. Basically, in order for prices in a league to go up, they eventually appreciate to where standard is at. But in order for standard prices to go up, a league price for something in a league value has to go so far up that all of standard and all of its prices adjust to that new marker in the market. And so it's very, very rare that happens. Ancient Orbs right now in standard are 40C. Which means in League, they've already, if they're 41C right now, they've already hit their threshold for meeting where they're going to be at in Standard. So just be aware of that. If you're getting into the ancient orb market, just be aware of that. I'm not holding any ancient orbs for the guild. Like you can see, I'm not holding any. You know, don't say, "Oh, Iron, you're manipulating the market for the benefit of your guild." No, I'm not. Not at least for ancient orbs. First 2 weeks are nice. Yeah, the first 2 weeks are always nice. But, you know. What I would do if I had a bunch of ancient orbs, and I think, quote me if, you know, feel free to correct me if I'm being too much of a boomer. I would yeet those ancient orbs into something else. I would yeet them into some chaos orbs, and then I would yeet those chaos orbs into something else. Move it into something else. You see, right here, the vast majority of our currency is tied up in larger currencies. We only keep a little bit of chaos around for making a couple of lower end flips and lower end trades as needed. All right, let's catch up on some more of these messages. Michael says, I stream for like 200 people CSGO and talk stuff. I want to branch out to PoE for a while. What is, in your opinion, fun to watch build that is cheap 400C? I want to hook my viewers on PoE. I would go take a look at our video on the YouTube channel that says six builds to play in PoE for 3.9. That video came out, what, 20 days ago-ish? Just less than 20 days, 17 days ago? So go give that video a watch and see. That's what I would do. Alright, so one of our guild officers is going to go start flipping. So we're going to drop 10x. For him to go start flipping with. And then we're going to make a note on our document where we track all the things that we're doing. 1227. Yeah, there you go. We purchased our mirror for 124. Toss 10x towards Diz to begin finding flips. Alright, where did Phoenix go? Phoenix is back. Alright, I need a Offering of the Goddess? I only have one! We only have one, boys! We get one shot! If you had one shot to run the lab. Yikes. Oh, Rich Cat says, play some fast build. Yeah, there you go. Some fast build for 400C. You do that. Give it a shot. Alright, what am I missing here? I'm missing PoE lab. Is today a good day to do lab? That's a good question. Let's take a look. Is today even a good day? Shortest path is 8 rooms. That's not terrible. Alright, what's he running? He's running... Whoops, did I already die? He's got dual swords today. Okay. Other than that, it just seems like we're going to go left. Farthest right is Argus. No, middle is Argus. Farthest right. We can just go right, right. Then we have to go left for the gold key. Okay, and then right. Okay, let's do this. Woohoo! Hey, let's die to porcupines in lab. Let's do that. Sounds like a good idea, right? What level am I? 75? Yeah, it's the same as the lab, right? Azaro's not totally going to blow me up, right? Even though I have like 10% armor? Yeah, he's going to kill me. This is 100% not going to go down well. 100%. Lab is low-key insane today for farmers. Ooh, ice shot or lightning arrow? Yeah, there you go. Go run that. Give it a shot. Ha, ha, ha. Give it an ice shot. Oh boy, here we go. Let's down some traps. Oh boy. Oh boy! Am I dying on traps? I'm about to. Oh goodness. Yeah, I am literally about to die on traps. Look at my flasks! Oh no! Alright, are we ready? No! Alright, let's swap off the onslaught flask. Swap off the mana flask. Oh man, I love the labyrinth. Okay. Where are my flasks? Do I have a flask tab? I thought I had one. No, I don't! Oh no, the guild's got one, that's right. Do we have any flasks to share? None of these are good! Okay, let's go look for... Anything good? Anything good? Oh, there's a diamond flask. I actually should be using that. What am I thinking? No, we don't need a chaos flask. Nope, nope. Okay, let's do it again, but without panicking. Here we go. Don't panic! Alright, now we've got really good quality flask, but really little tiny amount of recovered. I give some move speed. Ooh, life leech. I like me some life leech. Nope. 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 Alright, there we go. Increased recovery rate. That's what we're looking for. We have discovered it. Okay. Then we're looking for... Do I have an offering in any of my dump tabs? Oh. Oh. Oh, I don't think I do. I don't think I do, actually. Do you have an offering? Of course Phoenix has got an offering. Of course he's got an offering. Look at this. See, Phoenix is a responsible young man. He actually carries offerings with him. Let that be a reminder to you. Don't be like G3 Iron. Be like Phoenix. Be like Phoenix Fire. Ooh, that's a good question. A question, which specters should I use for support as zombies? I love me some host chieftains. Host chieftains are great. Carnage chieftains are great. That's what I like running. I don't even have a cast when damage taken set up for this. I probably should do that too. At some point we'll get it going. Charles says I have 19 offerings. There you go, Charles. You are on top of it, buddy. But you know, it's always good to get that first death out. If you're going to die in the lab, you want to do it early. You know? Don't die to Azaro during the last phase. Not that I've ever done that before. Wait for it. There we go. We did it. We successfully navigated a trap. We made it, fam. Okay, this is left. Now we want to go right. And here's Azaro. Those are some pretty good pizza rolls. Today's stream is brought to you by Mrs. Draconis feeding me. She does an exceptional job of it. You know, I also should mark my Ancestral War Chief with multiple totem support. I should probably do that. No, Phoenix! No! 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 Ladies and gentlemen, can we get an F for Phoenix? Let's get an F in chat. This isn't going too well. You want to wait outside each room? Certainly an option. Just wait outside each room. Ooh, yeah, that hurt. Woo! Big ol' physical slam. Alright, let's see if I can get killed real quick. Can I panic? Yeah, there we go. Hey, alright, let's go join Phoenix. Let's run it again. Livio says, the worst memory of the game is that I have me dying to Azaro 0.5 seconds before he died. Oh, that's terrible. Or you die after he dies, like you see him drop treasure flasks or something, but the goddess has shot out her her ability or whatever. It's mid-air when they're attacking. That's really bad. Alright, put in chat, how many more attempts do you think we're going to need before we can get us Uber ascended? Now you don't have to run maps. You don't have to run trials and maps. You can just go buy them. Ooh, Mathel had a death where he died walking into the reward room. Ooh, that'd be awkward. Porcupines. Speaking of porcupines. But look at all this XP that we're getting from stupidly farming the Uber lab. What's up, Brayton? Welcome, welcome. Stream hype. It's not very rare that or it's not very common that I get to stream, so I've been pretty excited about this holiday season. Phoenix, did you die again? Phoenix! 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 Oh, boys, we're gonna need at least 10 more attempts. We're gonna need at least 10 more attempts. Okay, let's do this. Stay alive. Good game plan? Oh man. I think it's a pretty solid game plan. Alright, he likes the game plan. Let's do it. That's what, 3 offerings that we've wasted? Oh, Clay says greater than 4. It's going to take us more than 4 attempts. Brian thinks 6 attempts. Livio says 42 attempts. Oh, man. This right here. This is quality farming right here. He is a phoenix, don't worry about him. Yeah, he'll just come back. He'll just rise again. That's a great point. He just keeps coming back. I have to make sure my auras are on. Yeah, there you go. Good plan. Let's get to level 100 just farming the labyrinth. Let's do that. That's our new game plan. It does require us not to die, though. You know what? We've gone right too many times. Have we? Nah, we'll go right again. We'll go right again. It's never worked before, so let's keep doing it. Alright, there's the big physical slam guy. Those bone skeleton guys, I believe they actually do have the single largest non-boss physical slam in the game. I believe people have data mined that. That might be old numbers from before Oriath, actually. Or they might actually be updated past Oriath, I'm not sure. Focus. There we go. And now one big jump. Oh, shit. Did I switch it? Did I switch it right? I think I switched it wrong. No, I switched it right. Okay. Whew! How many times can I get myself killed in the labyrinth? Oh, no! That way is nothing but death. It's almost as though someone's constructed this to be a ginormous maze. Kusanoji said, I had a disconnect today in the final room just before I got my points. Oh, that's yucky. That's very yucky. Wait. Wait here. Wait here, young Padawan. Now, if anybody dies, it's just me and we can all laugh at me. We don't have to worry about you dying. Don't die. Just let me die for this. If anyone has to die, let it be me. Oh, gosh! No, never mind. None of us have to die for this. Come on, Azaro. Be a bro. Alright, we're done with the Uberlab. We're done. We don't need the ascendancy point. Ja. It's looking like it's gonna take this 22 attempts. Nah. Worst case scenario. Let's get to level 80. Oh man. Alright, well that was fun. That was a great run. Somebody make sure that that's clipped. That's gotta go on the highlight clip for the year. How many attempts is it gonna take us to do Azaro? 42. Who need life nodes? No, I don't need life nodes. I mean, why? Look, I'm at 3100 life. This is softcore, right? I like that all of the principles that I play by in hardcore I just throw out the window when I'm playing softcore leagues. I enjoy that. Nobody else might, but I do. Alright, let's do some park maps. This is a nice layout. Anything we can't run? We'll find out when we put it in the machine, right? For crying out loud, play a summoner already. Oh, I've already got my summoner. My summoner's level 86. We're getting this guy up past 80. Don't worry. Worst case scenario, I'll swap over to my other account, get my other character, and carry myself through the lab. That'd be the worst account. That'd be the worst case scenario. That'd be the worst case scenario. Actually, the other thing that we could do is we could just swap characters, get Phoenix through the lab as well. That's another thing we could do. See, we got lots of options here. Lots of solutions. Oh, Charles says he finds himself weak with 8.9k or 8k HP. Yeah? Feel like 8k HP is not enough? Yikes. That's spooky. My Necro's only got like 5,000 HP. But she does pretty good work. I mean, then again, she's a Necro. She's a summoner. They're absolutely bonkers strong, ridiculous. So, it's got that going for it. I like the park map. This is nice. See, we're just going for a walk in the park. We'll kill some Roas. We'll kill some of these citizens. It's just a nice little stroll in Oriath Park. Do you think there are names on the benches in Orianth Park? Like this bench was donated by like by Kitava's Cultists Association or something? By Goodwill for Rayclast? By Hope for a Better Rayclast? Hey, there we go. Level 74. That's good. Getting some levels here. Then we can put them more into offense, right? Because who needs defense? Wow, Gecko says I'm sitting on 13.7k ES. You have got some gear, my buddy. You've got some bonkers gear. That is some absolutely bonkers gear. No, Phoenix! You gotta go in a pattern. You gotta watch the pattern of the explosions. But that's okay. He just leveled. He just leveled, so he didn't lose 10%. Right? So it's okay. It's all justified. It's looking like I need to be not bad. Very true. That's something that I gotta work on. Being less bad, more good. Definitely something I need to work on. Kusunoji says, what's a tanky boss killer that's also possible in SSF? The build that we built last league for Hardcore, for Blight, was very, very tanky. And also was a good boss killer. It had, I believe, 83 max elemental resistance. It had positive chaos resistance. And then it also was accompanied by max capped physical reduction. It is a Juggernaut summoner that strength stacks, and it had around 9k HP. So you've got max elemental resistances like 83 or 84. They used the Saphel's frame to give it a whole bunch of additional resistances. You use Soul of Steel, give it a whole bunch more resistances. And then it went out of its way to grab stuff like Barbarism, which gives it even more resistances. And then, of course, you're a Juggernaut. And I believe we had 7 or 8 endurance charges is what we had. And so that was quite a nice build for Blight League that we were running. I quite enjoyed it. And zombies for damage, but you could also use skeletons. You wouldn't have to be required to use zombies. But the build that we used, we were using the Baron to strength stack and get as many zombies as we could. And that was quite enjoyable. Quite a good build. Ultimately, that character ripped in Hardcore at level 93 to the core boss map. When he slammed, and I just wasn't paying attention for a moment. For an instant, I thought I flame dashed, and instead of flame dashing, I saw the resurrect in town screen. But that was the highest I've ever played a character to Hardcore, level 93. So I was quite happy with that. It's quite a good character. Tanky and boss killing effective. And because it uses a shield, you can also use shield charge for applying Fortify. If you're into that sort of thing. Alright, we got 40 monsters. There's Tane. Let's see if we can do this one. He's got some currency items. Let's do that. Let's do that. Just give me the currency now. We'll go short-term payouts. Watch the explosions go in a circle. This is one of the reasons why Cyclone is so silly. Because you're it's the same thing as Essence Drain Contagion. You're doing damage while also remaining mobile. Oh, thanks, Red Thing. I'll take a look at that in a bit. Once we stop dying here. I mean, once we stop killing monsters. And we actually start flipping. We get back into the market to make some money. Livio says, pro tip, don't die. It will work 100% of the time. That's a good strategy. It reminds me of my sister when I used to play chess with her, my oldest sister. And I'd ask her, I would say, well, what's your strategy by moving that piece? And she would say, to win. She did not understand the concept. Or rather, maybe she did, and she was just trolling me. She was my older sister. That was most likely the case. But she didn't want to let on that she understood the concept and the differentiation between strategy and objectives. The objective is to win. The strategy is the mechanism chosen whereby you seek to meet those stated objectives. What is that? A strand map? By Jove, that's exactly what we wanted! More strand maps! I actually wonder how our builds would do on a blighted map. We'd probably get rickrolled. We can't even do the lab between the two of us. It's pretty great. What did he drop? An Ezomite dagger? Oh boy. Look at these Alk shards. Woohoo! Love me some Alk shards. Hey, where's the bad guys? Here's the bad guys. There's supposed to be bad guys in maps. Come on now. Not just supposed to be empty space for us walking through the park. Coming in 2020, Path of Exile, Park Simulator. Take your dog from Rayclast all the way to the center of Oriath for a walk. But watch out, there's lots of trees as well as fire hydrants that will distract your dog while he's going for a walk. Introducing Path of Exile, walking your dog. It's more than 50. You know what's sad? Is walking your dog in Rayclass, that probably would actually sell. It's pretty sad, right? You know the even sadder part? I would probably be the one that would buy it. You keep telling me there's more than 50. I do not believe you. Right here? Right here? Here we go. Where's this monster? Tane! Tane Octavius! Where is this supposed monster? Is this an exalted? Is this an exalted? Nope. Is this an exalted? Nope. We tried. Tried to open chests. Didn't work. Did it all of 2 times. Can't ask me to do more than that. Oh, this was a bad spot to spawn him. We don't have much room. Bad spot. This was a bad spot. Oh, but we still won. Whew, that was a bad spot to spawn him. I thought that was a circle, but it's not a circle. There's water there. You can't walk through the water. Alright, away we go. Next map. How do you see that many monsters remain? Asks Michael F. If you hit tab, the top right corner will tell you if there's more than 50 monsters remaining. Alright, we got one more pack, park map, that we can go for a walk in. And then maybe we'll take a look at the trade market. We'll see. I don't know if I want to get sucked into the trade market right now, because I feel like once I get sucked into the trade market, I'm just going to be trading and I won't make any more progress on this character. So we'll see. I can definitely see how the overleech might be nice on this. If the leech isn't removed. I can definitely see that. I just actually need to get some life. Like, my chess piece right now is a piece of junk. It's an absolutely garbage, corrupted 6-link. So I'll need to get a chess piece with some life on it. And then we'll be able to go from there. Also, my helm is still a gold rim, so I probably should swap to an Abyssus. I have an Abyssus, actually. I probably should do that. Because that's a whole bunch of extra physical damage. But it's a bunch of damage taken as well, so... But anything that makes us go zoom faster. I am going to need to fix my resistances once I take the gold rim off, though. That's one of the reasons why I haven't taken the gold rim off, because I don't want to fix resistances right now. I just want to kill monsters! Okay, this is going to be a terrible Legion, and it's not going to drop an Exalted for us. Oh, did we get that guy? Yeah, we did. That'll be good. Okay, this will be terrible. This is a terrible Legion, and it's not going to drop an Exalted for us. See? So far, it's not dropped us an Exalted. It's just terrible. This is a terrible Legion. It's actually given some decent XP, though, yeah? Oh, careful. Red Wall of Doom. Okay, sacrifices. That was okay. It was definitely not an Exalted, though. Alright, let's continue with the outer circle and then move to the inner circle. Oh, here's all the green dudes. Come here, green dudes. I just need your body parts. That's all I need. Thank you. Oh, and I need your drops. And if you have any XP, I'll take that too. Can you go to Tane's map and do a metamorph? Sure, I can do that. You just want to see what the Cyclone looks like? Killing metamorphs? Like, we can do that. We can show that off before we hop on the market. Currency, 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 currency. Ah, dude, this is going to be a 4 currency one. It won't quite fill up, but this is what? 1 currency, 2, 3. Alright, here we go. And here we go. Stay in circles. Stay in circles. Keep going in circles. Not that great. Not that great. Away we go. Alright, let's go to the lab for a second. We will kill a metamorph upon request. And then we'll keep trash talking the game. That 4 currency was a lie. Yeah, that definitely was. Want to do some flips? Alright, I'm going to grab out of my stash. Alright, first we're going to give... Go make some money for the guild. Alright, let's note that we've given 10x. Toss 10x towards Phoenix. Let's see who makes the most currency for the guild. Can Diz make more, or will Phoenix? Find out next time on Blue Eyes White Dragon Ball Z. Alright, let's do a metamorph. Oh yeah, I need to pick up a metamorph first. So silly. Alright, where's Tane? Let's do eyes. Do I have currency? Currency item. Liver. Do I have currency? Oh, there's a currency. Do I have heart? Is there a currency? Currency? Anybody? Whoa! Whoa! Look at that. That's got to be worth like an X, right? If I just sell it straight up. We should do that one though. That's the one that we should do, right? Yeah, let's do that one. What else? Brain? Do we have a brain? Wow! We're about to run it on stream. See how bad it is. This one's got 2 currency on it. For this brain. Do we have any other good brain? Oh, this brain's got... Oh, that's just got 1. That's a 1. That's a 1. Oh, that's a 3! That's a lot. Let's just do all the currency, right? Watch. Somebody's going to be like, Iron, did you know that it actually stops after, like, the second stack? All right, we've got a brain, a heart, an eye, a liver. What else do we need? What's the next one? A lung. A lung. A lung, Iron. That's div cards. There's one currency. Here's a one currency Blight Oils and Divination card. Ooh, that looks good. That's a single currency. Drops additional fossils. Drops additional currency items. Man, all of my lungs... Wait, that's not a lung. Those are eyes. Why does it include the word lung? I think all of our lungs just have one currency on them. Alright, so we'll do this one. We'll do this one. Let's see what we get. Alright, here's all of them. This is going to give... What is this? That's 4 currency. 5, 8, 9, 10. So this should drop 10 currency items. So let's see if this drops 10 currency items that are worth more than chaos. Right? I doubt it. But let's see. And here we go. The moment of truth. It's upon us. What will it drop? Will it drop 10 blacksmith stones? What did it drop? It dropped a bunch of stacked decks. Those are technically currency items. Seems like stacking currency does something, yeah? It's almost like it's good. Each of those stacked decks is worth 3 chaos on its own, so... If we sold them. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. 6 stacked decks. So this is now tests up through 6 through 9. Wasn't great. Did that drop from there? I think it did. I think that was our div card that dropped, was the Gambler. Or was it the King's Blade? Lol. The King's Blade. Oh boy. Okay, flipping time, I guess. Alright, it's flipping time. It's flipping time! Not every day is it flipping time. But right now, it's flipping time. Which means we need to pull up the market. Let's pull up the market. Alright, let's flip it. And let's see. Let's see what it says. Oh, according to the wiki, it can drop an Awakened support gem? Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay. Let's go think about this for a second. Let's go to div cards. Ooh, let's go check out the Alluring Bounty, actually. That one sounds fun. But that one needs a whole bunch of chaos, actually, to do. Should we do House of Mirrors? Where are House of Mirrors at? Ooh, what's the demon at? We should do the demon. Let's see if people are actually selling selling the demon cards. At 9x. So that's a 2 implicit Headhunter for 90 chaos. I'm sorry, 90 exalt. Yeah, 90 chaos. Ha ha. Ha. Ha ha. Okay, let's take a look. Where's the first... Hey, this guy tried to trade us his headhunter for our mirror. That's funny. Hi, bud. Hi, bow meta abuser. Pride has 17% increased aura effect. That's actually not bad. Or the aura effect ones are actually pretty nice too. Let's see. Is there any double? Are there any double corrupteds? Not down here for 78, huh? Oh, here's the first one. Increase critical strike chance during any flask effect and skill effect duration. For 85 exalted. I kind of feel like those are going to go up. That's the only one on the market. This one's Anger and Grace having increased effect. Those are good. I kind of feel like these are going to go up. 4% increased strength, 4% increased dexterity. Yeah. Yeah, we just got to listen to Phoenix. He always says, get a headhunter. Just get the headhunter. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, just get a headhunter. Lol. It's easy, points to forehead. Just always go for a headhunter. Wait, what was this one? Wave of Conviction? Go away. Go away, go away. Okay, some of these chisels were guild stuff. So we're just going to drop this in the... Where did that go? Test 6 through 9. In right here. I don't think I picked up any of those. Oh, no, wait. The essences were, right? I think the essences were also from that. Man, I have such a terrible memory. I have the worst memory of all time. Okay, let's go take a look. We've got 120, 240. So what flips can we do for 240? Is the dragon. What's the dragon at? It's at 80, 110, 120. It's at 1 exalted. Okay, wait. Let me get this right. So in order to buy a level 4 in power, you have to pay for cards. There's 11 cards that you have to pay for in order to get the Dragon's Heart. So the going market value that people think their card is worth as a total stack is 11 exalted. Let's see. Let's fact check this. Let's go look at Empower, and let's see what a level 4 in power is. It's 8.3. So people, this needs to come down. All you people are pricing way too high. Way too high. People are crazy. Let's look at Enlighten. Enlighten is at 28. What's Enlighten support at? Level 4s are at 6.5, pretty much holding at 6.9. So we could do one of those. We could do one of those and break a whole bunch of chaos, turn a whole bunch of chaos into Vol Orbs. That's one thing that we could do. I don't know, though. Alright, let's see. Rigwald's... Oh, I'm looking in standard, aren't I? That's why. I was like, why are these prices all jacked up? There we go. Now we're back to Metamorph. You're looking at the wrong card. Yeah, there you go. I'm looking in the wrong league, Rich. Wealth and Power? Wealth and Power is fine for Enlightened, but so is the Enlightened. The Enlightened gives you a level 3, and then you corrupt it up. Wealth and Power right now, I don't think that one's worth it. That one's sitting at what? 90? 90K? There's not even that many online. 40? Not many are actually listed. Vast majority are unlisted. So even if you could get 11 for 90, be cutting it close. Let's do this. Is Summon Skeletons still way up there? Yeah, Vol Summon Skeletons is still way up there. We could just do a whole bunch of the bones. Right? Buy up sets of the bones and turn them in. 4C a pop, 5C a pop. Turn them in, see what we get. Let's look for Vol Summon Skeletons. Let's take a look. Are these price fixers? Because this is bad. This is just the exact price of turning in the card set. No, it looks like it's bad. Unless you get quality on your Summon Skeletons. Ray Zombie's gone up a bit. Could buy a whole bunch of ball lightnings and then corrupt them. I actually did buy some ball lightnings early on in the league at a relatively cheap price and then resold them, flipped those. Just because they were undervalued for the damage that they can do, especially on cast on crit builds. That was a good investment. That made us some serious moolah. Let's think about this for a second. If we go all in, where is it? On controlling a prophecy market, which market would we want to control? Because right now, this is something, you can quote me on this. You can quote me on this. Okay, feel free to come back, drop me a comment on the channel and say, oh, Iron, you got this totally wrong. Almost nobody is running prophecies right now, at least not showing it live. There's a whole bunch of prophecies that are very helpful for farming in maps. And they're not being shown right now. So, one of them is this one, Monstrous Treasure. Monstrous Treasure is quite good. Gives you a whole bunch of monsters and you get to craft them up. Another one that's really good, where is it? Well, this one's just straight up good. Nico Master Missions. That one's just straight up good because people always want Sulfite. Twice Enchanted is only at 2.4? And it's on its way down? Are people done farming the lab? You gotta be kidding me, right? That's at 3 chaos? Kind of feel like going and buying up that market, setting it up a little bit. Maybe we'll go and do that. Yeah, this one's no longer a good one. Let's look up Elder Bone Helmets. Item level 100. Elder, yes. Bone Helmet. Whoops, Bone Helmet. They're going for 1x right now. Okay, what's the Nook? Nook's crown is going for... Whoa! It's going for about an X. So that's 4x just to craft the bone helmet. So these are mirrored. So these are the price fixers at mirrored tier. So let's find somebody who's not mirrored. Item is not mirrored. No. Let's see what those are at. Those are 4.7. This guy's selling at 4.8. I feel like crafting bone helmets that have minion gems on them could be good. Yeah, that's 5 to 6x. I feel like that could be good. So let's go do this with a couple. Yeah? What do you think, chat? Think this is a crazy trade? Oh, there goes G3 Iron doing those crazy trades again. I think it's just crazy enough that it might work. Let's try it. People are there. Okay. Let's try it. What's the worst that can happen? Blinky says, "Hey Iron, how's the Flicker Strike Slayer going?" It's going quite well, thank you. I'm enjoying it. At the moment, I've switched it over to playing Cyclone for right now because it's a little bit more group play friendly. I was leveling up earlier with a guildmate, helping him level up a support character. So as you probably know, Flicker Strike is not that friendly of a skill to play in party. So let's get these bone helmets. Let's get a couple of them. Let's craft up quality onto them, and then let's alt spam them for minion, right? Or we could delve spam them for minion. But I feel like the meta is probably going to continue to flow heavily in the direction of summoners. Summoners and crit builds, right? That's as more people get more currency, it's always summoners and crit builds that benefit from that. Because you can just go for those more rare listed or more rare to hit particular crafts. Man, look at my build. My build is garbage. I need to not be using gold rim in maps anymore. This was like when I was wearing that belt last weekend. In like Act 9, I'm wearing a belt from Act 2 that's got some flat life and flat strength on it. Oh man. Oliver, yes, the guild bank is open. If you're on Discord, then you should have an announcement about it in the guild bank channel. Is this guy scamming? No? No scam? No scams. Okay, no scams. Clay says, I think people will be building on summoners with the difficulty of metamorphs being what it is. It's a gamble, but a good one. Yeah, I'm not sure how much of a gamble it is, really. I mean, summoners are always strong, right? So, Elder Bone helmets are always in demand. And as long as you have currency, you can always go out and buy more alterations and just spam multiple levels on it, right? So... So if we go out and we just spam stuff with bound fossils, That's 7 chaos per fossil. It could be good. It could be. Could be. It could be terrible. It could be absolutely garbage. Is that triangulated? Hey, give me that card. 1x. Let's go. Oh, that's pretty funny from triangulated. That's great. Oh, I got to pick up this phone call. All right, let's make some more trades while I'm on the phone. Alright, and we're back. Whew, and we're back. Ron says, okay, chat, let's help Ron out with our expert advice. Ron says he needs an expert. Whew! You didn't lose audio, I just picked up the phone, so I muted my mic. Ron says, should I sell 2 ancient orbs for 42 or hold them on for a little bit longer? By the way, Ron's name right now is Ron is not a boomer. Thanks, Ron. Thanks a lot. The highest I've ever seen them is 45 to 50C. So that's my advice. Highest I've ever seen them is 45 to 50. So if you want to go above that, you can. That's just on you. Alright, let's see here about these nooks. Let's get some more in here. That guy's AFK. Well, come back. Come back, my friend. Come back. Come back. Come trade with G3 Iron. Alright, so the plan is we can try to turn in like a set of these and see what we can get just regular like transmute alteration spamming. And then we can throw like a couple of 7 chaos delve fossils at them. What are they called? Bound fossils is what we're going to buy up. We're going to buy up some bound fossils. And we'll see what that results in. Of course, we've then got to find bound fossils, right? Who's got a whole bunch of bound fossils? Anybody? Bound fossils. And then we got to use what? The alchemy? The alchemic rollers. Big time alchemy rollers. Because we could just use the one. Because then it's 7C per roll, and we're just trying to hit the +3 minion. Obviously, it's nice if we can hit more than that, but... What happened to the Flicker Strike? Right now we're trading. Flicker Strike was earlier on in the stream, which means if you want to watch the replay will be available. We were playing a bit of the character that I've got Flicker Strike and Cyclone on, but I set it up for Cyclone for today, so that way I could play with one of our guildmates who was leveling up an Orobot. Alright, so here we go. Let's see what we get with these level 100s. See what we get. Minions deal 22% increased damage, and socketed gems are supported by level 18 minion damage. That's just not bad. That's bad. That's not good. Alright, so let's... I feel like supported by minion damage is actually okay. It's not levels, but I feel like it's actually okay. Let's take a look here. Item level 100. Elder Influence. Let's take a look. Not mirrored. Not mirrored. Yeah, so let's try to sell that for, what, 5x? List that for 5.5. These two, let's scour. Okay. And then, what else do we want to do? Let's go. Do I have any bound fossils? No. No. Why would I? Why would I? Why would I actually have the thing that I need? Alright, bound fossils. Got 2. How many can we get for an Exalt? Should be able to get like 1,000,000 for an Exalt, right? 1,000,000 bound fossils is the price that we're looking for. Wahahaha. 15? Man, that's a ripoff. That is an absolute ripoff. People buying and selling in bulk, making money. There's only one guy who's actually flipping it. Look at this. Look at this. There's only one guy who's actually flipping it the opposite way. And you have to give him 20 bound fossils for an X. And then he's going to flip it for 15. That's so bad. Beastcraft it. Which beast? Is there a beast that actually will guarantee minion mods? If so, I actually wasn't aware of that. I didn't realize there was a beast recipe for minions. But that's pretty good. Alright, so let's try with one of these. Let's try alt spamming. Oh! Ta-da! That was one alteration. What? Okay, so what you do is you spend 4x on the cards. Spend 4x, buy Nook's Crown, then spend 1 transmutation and 2 alterations, and you have a +2 to the level of minion gems. Oh, that's funny. We could 50-50 annul this. Oh, that's great. How much are these going for? If it's got minion gems, socketed minion gems. At least +2. Oh man, I love messing with guild chat. Okay. So let's price this. Let's price this for like 6. Let's price, you know, I mean, we spent 1 alteration, 2 alterations on it. Oh, that's funny. Let's go 6.5. Then somebody else can craft it from there. Actually, let's go 6. Let's go 6. There's somebody else at 6.2 right now. There we go. We'll go 6. Okay, this one. Should we do the same kind of crafting? Let's see if we can't hit it twice in the same sitting. No, that would be impossible. That would be too much. Oh no, I'm out of alterations. I only had 2 alterations. Alright. Let's go find some more bound fossils. That's a bummer. Is there any bound fossils out there? I really'd like to buy. So come on and trade me. Don't you know I'm a really, really good guy? Oh my gosh. Disney's gonna come for me. They're gonna come for me. They're like, you can't sing that song. Not allowed to sing that song. If you sing that song, we will sue you. We're a family company. Hey, what's up, Mr. C? My slightly balding forehead welcomes you, along with my elongated beard. Man, it's going to be really awkward if I ever shave my beard in the new year. That video that I mentioned my elongated beard is going to be really, really out of place. Alright, trade me 14C for your 2 fossils, buddy. This gives us 2 attempts. 2 attempts at fossil crafting. Alright, let's go to the mine encampment and buy 2 alchemic, right? I don't think I have an alchemic one. I haven't done much delving this league, honestly. So, I don't have any alchemic ones to throw at the guild. To be honest. Alright, come here, Nico, you beautiful man. Oh, I need azurite for these, that's right. I need 300 azurite. Okay, let's go farm. I can go do 1 or 2 depths. Should we do Flicker Strike? Should we do Flicker Strike for the cam? For the cam fam? Let's go this way. It's azurite over this way. See how quickly we die in the darkness of the depths? Probably pretty quick. Get out of my party. Why are you guys in my party? Go away. Go away. You guys are not not delving with me. Only I am delving with me. Go away. Do we have all my auras up? I believe I do. Okay. Now we can start spinning. Woohoo! Oh, look at that. You just go into the delve and instantly, new level. Bada boom! Bam! Tough actin' to nactin'. You just go into the delve, boom! New level. It's that easy. What if John Madden played Path of Exile? What character type would he play? This gives me an idea for a video. Maybe that'll be our April Fool's video this year. If John Madden John Madden has come out of football retirement and announced that he will be playing Path of Exile, live streaming every day. Well, see, you get the Harold of Ash, and then Brett Favre. Forgotten loot? I can see why they forgot it. Nothing in there. It's all junk. It's not loot. That's just crap. Something somebody put in a giveaway cart. Jeez. I think this should go into life. There we go. That's an easy one. Fill out the Scion life wheel, when in doubt. Didn't I say a while ago I was going to switch up to my Abyssus? But I think I also said that that was going to really mess with my defenses, didn't I? Yeah. Look at that. My lightning's not even the max of what it can be. My lightning could be 76 right now. But I don't actually have 76 lightning resist on the build. For shame, good sir. For shame. The POB for this? I can try to link it. It's actually the particular build that I leveled with is on a dedicated video that we discussed. We released that this morning. It was Holly Phantom's Flicker Strike leveling guide. So it showed you how to level up from level 28 using Flicker Strike. And then I transitioned to using Cyclone while I was playing with a Guildie. And I just haven't transitioned back to Flicker Strike at this point. Which I'm very glad. I'm very glad I didn't do because I'm delving. So... The Aura bots got me. Just run Purity of Lightning. There you go. Yeah, just let me stack like a whole bunch of tier 1 physical damage rolls on a whole bunch of my items, and I won't even have to worry about resistances, right? That's the best way to roll it. I'll just look for like tier 1 added physical damage and tier 1 life, and then you just be my resistances. It'll be a great partnership. That'll last for like all of 1.5 screens until we get separated, and then I'll die instantly. Oh, that'd be pretty great. All right. Here we go. Oh, Azurite. Give me. I actually wish this build had some life gain on hit on it. I'm a big fan of life gain on hit in Delve. Because Leech does not work in the darkness because you're not actually doing damage. But life gain on hit does because you are still hitting stuff in the darkness. So I'm a big fan of that. One of my deeper Delver characters uses a couple of rings that have got tier 1 life gain on hit on them. It's really fun to go into the darkness and smash stuff up, stay alive anyway. It's also really fun to just stand inside like Shaper's Beam with your Grellwood Shanks, Molten Strike, and your life gain on hit just out-regens it. It's great. Well, that was old Shaper though. That was pre 3.9, so maybe new Shaper would be worse. I don't know. Most likely the answer is it will be worse. Dread Banner leveled up. Woohoo! Better Impales. Let's go. Flawed Azurite. Give me that. There we go. Alright, so our goal with delving right now is to delve so that way we have some Azurite, which I'm sure we have plenty of Azurite now. And then to use that Azurite to buy a couple of alchemical resonators, and then throw these bound fossils at this helmet. Whoa, hey now. I guess I shouldn't stop leeching. That one flame golem was like, hey, I hate you. He was really coming after me. Oh, goodness. Don't freeze me now. It's always the smallest monsters, right? It's always the little tiny monsters in Delve with little tiny projectiles that get to you. That you can't see because there's so many other monsters. The big monsters are there just to clutter your vision. It's the small monsters that you have to watch out for. Alright, do we have enough azurite? Nico, say yes. Alright, we had plenty, so we bought 2. And here will be the moment of truth. So we can scour this back down. We can socket this. Whoops. Where's my cool fancy Delve tab? There we go. Alright. What? Is that not working? Oh, it's because there's 2 of them. There we go. Alright, let's try this. Why is this not working? Oh, because it's listed public. Stop that! Oh no, I gotta make it rare! I forgot. As you can tell, my brain is starting to leave me. Oh, look at that! +4 to block spell damage. That's actually not bad on the cold resist. Alright, here we go. Oh, look at that roll! Tier 1 socketed by level 20 minion life. Tier 1 socketed by +3 minion gems. We'll take that. Alright, we'll take that. Oh man. Alright, let's go list that for like 7x. 7.5 maybe. Oh man. Oh man. That's pretty good. With 1 bound fossil. Holy moly. Alright, so let's look here. Minimum of +3 to socketed minions. The cheapest are like 7x. What about minion life? What if it's also got minion life on it? Yeah, those are pretty good. It actually is a bummer that it actually rolled maximum life, because then we can't craft life onto that. It does have 2 open suffixes though, so we could craft onto it, you know, some kind of resistance if we want to do that. I can't believe that we hit that. I'm so glad that we caught that on stream. Oh man. I'm very happy that we caught that on stream. Nobody would believe me. This one we hit with what? Like the first or second alteration? Yeah. Annul it? You can do it? Yeah, thanks Sebastian. Thanks for wishing me to an early grave. Let's give it... It's already got fire, so let's do some cold and lightning. And then let's blessed orb this. Up to 20. There we go. Alright. And then let's put that up. There we go. Alright, so there's our Elder Helmets. And that's how you craft. You just craft and you just get lucky. Okay, so to sum up today, we've learned a couple of things on the stream. First off, we learned don't play Flicker Strike with your support because you will leave your support behind. You just will. Secondly, we learned that it takes at least 42 attempts for Phoenix and Iron to complete the Uber lab. Thirdly, we learned don't die. That not dying has a 100% chance of keeping you alive. That's the third thing that we learned. And then the fourth thing that we learned today on stream is that if you would like to craft something, just give it to Iron and he'll hit it like within the first 2 alterations. So that's what we learned, or the first bound fossil. All right, so thanks so much everybody for watching the stream today. I'm going to be back tomorrow with more streaming, so if you're on the Discord server, feel free to keep an eye out for that particular announcement. If you're not on our Discord channel, we've got information about how to join the Discord channel down below in the video description. Those of you who are Patreon supporters and donators and tippers on PayPal, we thank you so much for all of your support, for all of the various content that we do. Those of you who are new to the channel, of course, you can like, subscribe, and ding the bell to be notified about more videos just like this on YouTube. I don't stream on Twitch. I just stream on YouTube. We just do videos here on YouTube for video discussions. Next week, I've got a whole slew of ideas for stuff that's going to be coming out as we discuss a bunch of the drama that has gone on right here inside PoE 3.9. And of course, I haven't made much progress on my Atlas today. Actually, I did. I did make a little bit of progress on my Atlas today, but not nearly as much as I wanted to because we had fun leveling, we had fun messing around in the lab, and then we had fun flipping some Elder Crowns. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope that today is the day a Mirror of Calandra will drop for you.